Hello Stellar Souls, it is Sam with another pick a card reading here for you today. I hope you are all doing so well. I hope something has made you smile today. If it's just the beginning of the day, hopefully it's this. So our topic today is all about your next love, your next lover, okay? So it doesn't need to be someone you're going to be in a relationship with. You completely can take this how you want, okay? As always, because tarot is simply an entertaining divination tool. I call it personal development because now that you have this heads up from spirit, you can do as you wish with that information, okay? Because we all have free will. We can't control other people. Time is fluid, so it could be happening now. It could be happening into the future a little bit. But please only take what resonates. Do not let anything take from you in this reading. So that means that if something is, I'm saying, look, he could look like this and you are attracted to she's, then obviously flip it. Or it could be that I'm actually describing yourself and you need to come back to the beginning and pick someone else. Or that spirit is actually calling you out and saying, self-love. That's your next love, self-love. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to do 4 piles today. This is pile number 1, a pretty like flannel flower kind of image there. I'm going to read these out as we go because they have quotes on the other side. Pile number 2, we've got this mysterious kind of looking over the shoulder vibe. Pile number 3, very divine masculine looking figure there. And pile number 4, an intertwined couple. So please tune into your own energy, ground yourself, take a deep breath. I am going to try and keep them short. It's always famous last words. But when you have chosen your pile, the timestamps are in the description box below, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your reading all about your next love, however that translates for you. We're going to get straight into it. We have criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. That's the image that you chose, and that's your message. Okay, so it sounds like a little bit of, this could be someone that you have been critical of in the past, and perhaps it was a friend, perhaps it was an ex. I know not everyone wants to get back with their ex, so like I said, please only take it how it resonates. But there is this sense of like, even if this was how you and an ex were in the past, an ex-lover, doesn't need to be a full-blown relationship, that there was, you know, a lot of criticism. You actually want a relationship now where you can love and accept each other as you are, and that will be a transformative love for you. So interesting message to start off with. Let's get into your next lover. Actually, that's what I wanted to do. Your next love, Pile number 1's next love. I'm going to take that. Child magical, pile number 1's next love. Pile number 1's next love. Please tell us about pile number 1's next love. The destroyer. Pile number 1's next love. It's a lot. We'll go with it. Okay, we have child magical, seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Yeah, someone with a childlike sense of wonder. They could be like quite ethereal looking, and what I mean by that is, I guess like fairy looking. Maybe like Lord of the Rings kind of, the ones with the ears. Destroyer, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. Yeah, someone who potentially has also come out of a critical relationship and now wants to create something new, but also someone that, because they have such a blessed kind of outlook on love and life, anything is possible. When something isn't, you know, working out in their favor, they do know when to dip out of this situation. We also have slave, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. That does kind of go hand in hand with this magical energy, but it does butt heads with that destroyer that we were just talking about. So I think they have a healthy balance of letting the divine you know, letting the universe play its part, but also knowing that if it gets too bad, they also have to act here. You have Exorcist, freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. Yeah, interesting. The Destroyer, and then the Slave, and then the Exorcist. Yeah, this person feels very balanced. And then you have Gossip, awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. Not someone who, like, they'd rather talk about ideas than talk about other people. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. I think this person has also seen some tough love in the not nicest possible way. And they've also had to exorcise themselves from positions, situationships, relationships, even friendships, where they felt like they didn't want to be a slave to gossip. They didn't want to be a slave to, like, the humdrum of life. So this feels like someone who has lofty ideals, but that's actually really enchanting. I feel like this person, the way they speak, they'll speak of future plans. They'll speak of embracing the present moment. They'll speak of things that could be possible, right? Okay, well, if we did this, we could do that. If we could do this, we could do this. I feel like this person might even be someone who wants to travel, but let's dive into that a bit more. All about your next love. Pile number 1. All about their next love. What is the main theme at play here? All about their next love. All about their next love. Pile number 1, please, Spirit. I'm going to take that one. Third house and perception. Okay. So you could meet this person, like, I wanted to say on the streets, but like this could be a friend, like I said, or it could be a friend of a friend. It could be someone that you had a different perception of before, and that may be changing. They could be a creative in terms of artistry, fashion design, photography, you know, a graffiti artist or something like that. Or you could meet them on social media. It could be through an excursion, okay? Because we were talking about, like, they want to potentially talk about travel. So it could be that as well. You could also meet them through a sibling. But I just feel like they're nearby. You know, they're kind of like out and about, but they're nearby to you. Saturn and wisdom, okay? Discipline, structure, time, responsibility. This is someone who, yeah, they've seen enough in their world, in their life, to use their resources wisely. They're not shirking responsibility when it comes to this destroyer, slave and exorcist kind of energy, but they're also not wasting energy in you know, kicking tires, if you know what I mean. It's like this person really handles challenges well and uses their resources wisely. So their money, their time, their energy, like even their relationships, like their network is kind of what I'm picking up there as well. They could be a little bit traditional, which goes in again with question with this magical energy, but that's not to say that someone can't have traditional values. I think they're just practical, okay? And that's why they say, you know, I know when to dip when I need to, but I also know when to trust the universe has got my back. And it doesn't feel like this person holds on to grudges, because that would weigh this person down, okay? Interesting. Can we get a bit more about this person, please, Spirit? Do they have a British accent? Shout out to my Brits. Is the deck upright, or is it just that card? These are all over the shop. All right. Okay, someone who wants commitment. Again, I feel like it could be potentially someone that has been in your home before, maybe as childhood friends or friends of a sibling, with that Four of Wands, Page of Wands. So someone with beautiful ideas, a magical kind of mind. and who likes to remember the fun and funny things from childhood as well, or like teen years. It could be someone that has very colorful hair or likes to wear like colorful hats or hair accessories. Again, with the colored hair, with the Ace of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, hi, and the World and the Cosmos. Again, it feels like someone that has traveled. I want to say the word learned, okay? It's like a Shakespearean term. So I feel like they, as much as they could speak like street language, and you know them as that, they also could have developed through their travels an appreciation for literature, different forms of communication. Maybe they speak other languages as well, with that third house. And we have the 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like this person has been in a growth state, but has also been in situations that were unstable. And that's showing up with the 10 of Wands as well. Like this person, I mean, they feel like a Taurus. I don't know why I'm getting that from that energy, but it feels like someone who, when they use their resources wisely, they're quite stubborn to see something through to completion. However, they're not afraid to, you know, be quirky and be different and have fun along the way towards their prosperity, because they know what they want. They know the kind of life that they're looking for here. Look, if this is a masculine, this person stands out because there's something about them that is really creative, is what I'm picking up. With this magical energy especially, it's like they're in touch with the feminine energy. So whether they grew up with sisters or they just have a real appreciation and understanding for what femmes go through, particularly like women with wombs is what I'm feeling, or femmes with wombs. And that's beautiful. I think this person understands softness, and I think that's why they potentially crave it, and why they harness this potential to be able to walk away when something isn't, like they really understand when something isn't working, okay? Especially with this 5 of Wands underneath, yeah, and the 9 of Swords. Look, if they're feeling burdened, if they're feeling like the only one putting into a situation, they will walk away. How they're showing up for you, though, is someone who will make themselves known. They may even reach out. If you see them in the street, I feel like this person would have some words of wisdom for you, okay? This is the second time that I feel like this wisdom energy is showing up here with the Ace of Swords and the Saturn. But with it being the Ace of Swords, it's like I do feel like they have something to say to you. They're not going to be the kind of person to just wave from afar and be like, oh, I know that person because of, I know pile 1 because of, you know, my brother's sister, or I don't know. Wait, that doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. It could be their mate, you know, their brother, as in their mate. That's interesting. But I feel like you would meet them in a group situation. So it feels like a party though, right? With the 4 of Wands, this feels like a celebration. It could be at a wedding where it brings together. It's almost like a reunion of old friends. Because the 4 of Wands can talk about marriage, commitment, engagement. But I do feel like they've also been in your home, and it could have been a backyard party or something like that. This person does come across as mysterious, even though they're wearing their like creativity, their expression on their sleeve, or in terms of their hair. Okay, there's something like quite magical about their hair. They do come across as they've got some secrets, with the black cat sitting there and like their like third eye kind of lit up. It just feels like this person has some secrets. I feel like this person has a lot on their mind with this energy, particularly this art depiction of the world. I think that this person has such a lofty, and it's kind of the same color as this child magical and the perception. So travel has changed this person, or age has changed this person, living life, having the experiences that they've had, but it has softened them, okay? Even though everything thrown at them has tried to make them harder, I think this has softened this person and has enabled them to to be freer with their expressive self. But I'm also picking up the energy of like a Cancer, because it's someone who, they've got a soft underbelly, but they also have this shell. Keeping up appearances to a degree, because I feel like this person is, I feel like they're a bit of a leader with the Page of Wands here. It is someone who is charming. It is someone who maybe, you know, makes a one-liner that is, you know, a little sneaky, cheeky kind of energy. Like, you know, you shouldn't be saying that to me, but I'm going to say it anyway kind of thing. I do think this person is also like quietly wealthy. I know that's a controversial kind of term, but this King of Wands is someone, and look at that energy, like traveled a pathway. I've come a long way since you've last seen me. But I also think it took this person a long time, and that's a rickety bridge. Like that's one of those swaying bridges that figure is standing on. So I feel like it's been touch and go for this person as they've spread their wings around the world or in the world, and you know, they've really grown up. They've had a level up here. Interesting. Let's get some characteristics, because I'm curious. Can we get some physical attributes of pile number one's next love? Wallflower. Yeah, there's secrets. But it's like flocked wallpaper is what I'm picking up with that wallflower. Like flocked wallpaper in like a dark navy color, but it's got that velvet touch to it, you know, and you just want to go and stroke the furry wall. It's like, it's rich in its like look, in its aesthetic, but there's secrets within that like navy kind of dark purple kind of color. There's secrets behind it. And there's some richness to this person for sure. Natural. Yeah, I was picking up someone who is like a free spirit kind of vibe for sure. But it could be that they wear natural makeup. If they're a femme or they wear makeup, they could have a natural vibe to their clothing style. Naturally beautiful is what I feel as well. Uniform. I mean, this person could have traveled with the military, the Navy, because I kept saying Navy. They could have traveled with the Navy for some of you. And that would explain like the swinging bridge. It's been like touch and go. Interesting. And I think that's where that person, look, the Destroyer is here as well. And maybe they were in command of a destroyer ship. Interesting. Interesting. They could also have felt like it was a decision that they made. If this, I'm just going down this rabbit hole because it's coming up. If it's a decision that they made to join some kind of like government body, it feels like they just had to surrender to that choice for a while. And I think they had no choice but to see the beauty around them, because perhaps they were exposed to things that weren't necessarily always lovely. Okay, smile. Yeah, big, genuine, charming smile. I think this person is disarming to people because, you know, they might not be the center of attention, but they get attention because of like their good hair. They could be a Leo, and just their charm. They have this gorgeous smile. They have this energy to them. They have this groundedness to them. They also could look a little tired with the Ten of Wands. Okay, tired. It's almost like you see it in their eyes. Their eyes kind of speak of magic, but also of feeling a little tired. And that's where the Five of Wands could come into it, where it's just a bit like they may have their own little battles going on in their mind. And even though the world has tested them, they do really want to find magic. And I think there's something very attractive about that. There's something very... You just want to get to know this person deeper is what I'm getting. And then casual is coming up there. So I'm going to take that as well. Casually dressed. but they just have a quirk about them. They just have a quirk, and I love that. Okay, how is this person going to make pile 1 feel? How will pile 1 know this person? By the way that they make them feel. Fear in reverse, okay? It's a threshold too. They might make you a little nervous. I'm actually going to turn that upright. They might make you a little bit nervous. And that's the 4 of Wands, like the threshold, walking over the threshold. That maybe it's like this person might be too good for me. Okay, if this person makes more money than me, because this is like a dark green, and there's a dark green at the back of this card as well. It just feels like wealth, quiet wealth though. And you just pick up on it. Yeah, on the underlying determination. Yeah, I think this person is better. That's the 10 of Wands, the King of Wands as well, King of Pentacles as well. It's really feeling like this person has had to endure. Okay, these 2 cards, the 10 of Wands and the King of Pentacles, they've had to endure a lot. I feel like this person is tenacious. They're possibly strong. I was going to say that before, but I thought it might come out in these little characteristic cards. I'm really kind of lost for words about this person. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I can have a tendency to just talk too fast. But I feel like with this person, I just want to stop and observe. And so I think, yeah, the disarming nature might have you kind of lost for words, especially about the way this person communicates with you straight off the bat, okay? Yes, interesting energy here. Let's get one of these cards. What is the love between pile number 1 and this person going to be like? That's a lot. Oh, I see fear again. Okay, we have release. Card number 27. That's beautiful. Wow. Stunning. Release. And that, I just wanted to put that over the destroyer energy. And interestingly enough, it's got the same kind of colorings, and it feels like when a volcano erupts, there's a release. I think this person has a lot of passion. If you guys get intimate with each other, then there's definitely going to be some fireworks there. Card number 14 and focus. Yeah, there's that determination. And again, with the third eye, the butterfly transforming in this person's third eye, I think this person has a lot of good ideas. They possibly, and look at the color of that with the gossip and that navy blue. This is like a purpley color. This is like a navy blue color. So a good communicator, and they would rather go deep, right? This is a bubble surrounding this person. They'd rather go deep and protect their energy and their communication from gossip than engage in small talk about other people. Big energy there. I also feel like they want to focus on you. They want to hone in on you rather than like, I don't want to hear about what Becky did at work. I want to know about you. How are you feeling? This person has a beautiful softness to them. Discernment, card number 10. Yeah, look, they have their head in their clouds to a degree, but it's a choice. It's a choice, and I feel like it's a protective choice for you and for them. And that's card number 10, and I've got the 10 of Wands here. So I feel like this person has so much to think about and so much that like potential responsibility as well. Their burdens could be quite heavy, that they need to have their head in the cloud to some degree to balance or compartmentalize their life. We also have card number 21 and resilience, and that's the 10 of Wands again. It's a sense of like seeing something through to completion, and also the world kind of gives that like end of a cycle. I need to see it through. Determination. I need to see it through to the complete stages here. So I think this person is resilient when it comes to wanting to get to know you. First of all, perception. Who are you now? Because if this person is different from when you might have known them when you were younger, if that resonates, then they would understand that you are also different. I thought I saw fear, but it must have been focus here. So look, if there's initial fear between the two of you, I think it may be that this person is out of your league and you're thinking that they're already taken, or that because of what they do for work, that they're going to be more serious than they actually are, and potentially like a bit of a bore. But they really aren't. This person is someone who's easygoing, who, when they're not in uniform, they have a fun sense of, you know, let's get out, let's live life. I don't want to be stuck at home all the time. The sneakers are really standing out to me as someone who, you know, maybe they want to go shoot some hoops. Maybe they want to, you know, let's go urban exploring. There's just an element to this person where they would rather be seeing the world and sometimes the nitty gritty stuff in the world rather than just being stuck at home in front of the TV. Okay, they're not about that life. This is an expansive person who might even hold a mirror up to you as to, okay, well, how are you living your life? What are your daily methods of operation? How are you handling your responsibility? How are you expressing yourself? Okay, so that's really interesting. I want to get an advice card for you, but I need a deck. Let's go with this one. All right, let's get some advice here for pile number 1 in regards to their next love. Advice for pile number 1. Oh, I was going to use that deck. Maybe this deck knows it. I'm going to take that one. My positive energy leaves a powerful impression on the world. Yeah, just you being who you are leaves a positive impression on this person, and it allows them, you might even disarm this person to a point where they can't help but say something to you and, you know, shoot their shot with you. And you leave a powerful impression on them. But I think together you two would be a powerhouse as well, especially if you are someone who wants to shake things up in your life a little bit. You have been criticized so harshly by someone that it's nice to have a lighthearted energy, but also someone that feels like a safe haven. Okay, we have love. Oh, that's so beautiful. And that's my favorite love card in this deck. There's 2 of them in this deck. And this one just feels like a love note, you know, like even if there's distance between you because of work, okay, with the world energy there, that it feels like love notes. This person's very sweet. They're the kind of person who's going to send you good morning texts and good night, sweetheart kind of messages or whatever they call you. Can we get 1 or 2 more, please, Spirit? 1 or 2 more for pile number 1 about their next love. Oh, sweet. I just heard a song, Sweet on You, in my mind, but I don't actually know how it goes. Sweet on You. I don't know what that is. And document. Yeah, I think this person's going to write you actual love notes. I'm just seeing, like, I was drawn to the yellow here just then. And it feels like this person, if they have a uniform job, then they have like a legal pad, like the old school yellow legal pads. But I feel like they're really old. And they have like a big pile of them. That's really specific. And it's like that's just their jot down thing, but they might write love notes to you on that. And if not, then it's like actual sticky notes. It's like little post-it notes stuck around the house. And they're just going to tell you, do the little sweet things all the time, tell you how much they love you. I think that is so gorgeous. You may even document your adventures, you know, on YouTube or something like that. They may video, right? There's a camera here, and they might want to document their love for you and just how beautiful you are. Instead of criticizing whoever this other person was, this person feels extremely sweet, extremely beautiful. I love. Let me know if you're already in contact with someone like this in the comments below. That would be awesome. Take really good care of yourselves. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Pile number 2, you chose the card with the yin yang on it. And this says, balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. You could be dealing with a Libra with that balance energy, but this is all about your next love. So whether that is someone you are in a situationship with, a relationship with, that's completely up to you. Please, as always, only take what resonates. But let's get into it. Let's find out some traits of this person. Pile number 2's next love. Can you tell us about pile number 2's next love, please, Spirit? Pile number 2's next love. Pile number 2. Who is their next love? as much detail and clarity as you can muster. I'm going to take those two because they caught my attention. I did see the Don Juan at the bottom of the deck there, so they could be Prote Success. We have the Fool, the Angel, the Vampire, and the Knight. Wow, could these be opposing forces, right? Love is not always about agreeing for the sake of it. Supports and challenges, okay? Vampire and Knight. Interesting. So, someone who is fearlessly revealing emotion, helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. Angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return. Vampire makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. And Knight, loyalty, romance, chivalry, and a love of honor. Ew, cute. Okay. I feel like this person is a comedian. I do also feel like they have a dark side, a depth. They could be a Scorpio as well. But they're charming. I feel like they're quite well dressed with that Knight as well. With that chivalry, very gentlemanly like. I feel like they might have very black eyes or black hair. Okay, there's something like, you know, when someone just has a real depth and a real mystery to them, there's something black about their eyes. There's a depth to them, or this really, really dark blue. I also think this person has a tendency to like want to. They want to lead with love. They might have a tendency to want to fight for you in the not nicest way. Like, you might have to hold this person back in a way that, like, if someone was to come up to you and, I don't know, hit on you in front of them, I think this person could get a bit, not just wordy, but they could even get a bit, like, they see blood, like they'll draw blood. And there's a sense of like, no, they've got to hold that back. There's a mystery to them where they're probably just seething underneath. Because I think this person has a strong sense of what is right and wrong. And when someone else disrupts that, they could be very triggered by that. With this Fool energy, though, I think they let that kind of stuff go pretty quickly because they want to keep things lighthearted for you. Because I think this person kind of, because of their angelic nature, they could see you as an angel. Their angel, they might even call you that. And so they want to put whatever they're feeling over here, there's a kind of like, I want to put on my mask and help my angel to feel better, to put them in a better mood, and to remind them that, yep, things are challenging, but that things are also really, really good. This person might use humor to deflect from some of their deepest, darkest thoughts as well. They could be in a service position where you may think that they don't actually get paid enough for the work that they do. I also just heard investor, so they could be an angel investor. If you know what that word means, it's someone who kind of like uses their own money to like quite selflessly, not so much profit driven, invest in startups or people and companies and groups that may really like pull at this person's heartstrings, okay? Especially if those people are doing something of service that means something to this person's like morals or background or something like that. So interesting. Let's get some more information. How will this person show up? What are they looking like? The Emperor, they could have their own business. They could look like a bit of a boss. I think this person takes up space. Look how this person, this Emperor, is like making themselves known with their arms out like that, okay? They take up space. They're not someone who's going to be like shrinking in the corner. The Knight of Swords. Fast moving, quick thinking, quick on their feet. I feel like this person might also make it very known to you quite quickly that they have intentions of coming towards you, intentions of being with you. There's the Fool energy again. Yeah, this person wants to take a leap of faith towards you pretty much straight away. It feels a bit like this feels so weird when this kind of energy comes up, but I have to say it because it means well. This person means well. Eye on the prize kind of energy with that Emperor. So they lay eyes on you and it's like eyes on the prize. Right, I have to move towards my prize quite quickly, you know. I see what I want. I'm going to get what I want because that's the attitude of the Emperor. And the Knight of Voices rushes in to claim, and the Fool is like, yep, that's a calculated risk on my behalf, and I'm potentially coming in with my gorgeous sense of humor and my chivalry, okay, and my dark eyes. Love that. I don't think you'll have to worry about, does this person like me or not? I think they're making it very well, very clear. Look, if you're on the edge, this person also feels a bit persistent with the Hanged Muse there. There's someone who I just heard will go out on a limb for you. Yeah, we'll go out on a limb for you. We kind of discussed that already. And the Seven of Swords. Yeah, they'll go out on a limb for you if someone is trying to be sneaky around you. They're very observant. There's like a all-seeing eye at the bottom of this Hanged one, okay? And this is where someone gets a new perspective. I think around you, you're going to challenge this person's perception of what they do about their darker thoughts, okay? Especially when it comes to people who are sly foxes and try to like rattle this person. And I think this relationship, this situation, you challenge this person to keep their ego in check, right? Because if they're a fool and they're potentially taking risky moves and I just feel like they might be the center of attention, then they may be someone who enjoys that limelight. And you, when they're talking to you and they've made this leap towards you, it's almost like you balance them out. With the balance and the Hanged Muse, it's like they get a new perspective. And here's you. I just feel like chilling at the end of this bridge and you're like, it's all good. These people who are trying to get my attention by being sneaky and, you know, trying to steal me away from you, or I just feel like you have this strong sense of loyalty and this person doesn't need to worry, and it changes their perspective on love. And I do get the sense that it's very much in sync with this. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. Like this person, you challenge their perception on a lot of things. Even like how you get to a certain destination, because this person is like coming across as someone who can be a little like foolhardy, fools rush in kind of energy with the Emperor and the Fool showing up twice. But I think they're used to kind of getting what they want. And you show this person that sometimes you don't always have to be so cunning. You can just kind of relax into this and let life kind of come to you. You don't always have to be in such a rush. Okay. I really get this person potentially rushes in so many ways with the Fool, the Knight of Voices, the Emperor and the Fool. Like there's just something really busy about this person, and it just feels like you settle this person. Something else about their characteristic. How will this person be seen by pile number 2? How will they be seen by pile number 2? How will they be? Thank you. The Death energy. Did I already mention Scorpio? Yeah, I think I did. There's just an energy, yeah, where this person has a little ego death with you. You humble this person a lot. But that, again, with the Death energy and the Vampire, it's like a creature of the night. Okay? I think this person, you may meet them on a night out for sure. They may wear a lot of black. Nothing wrong with that. But there is something mysterious about this person. They may have like quite a Halloween aesthetic. I'm drawn to like the background image here and all the spider webs around here. They might wear things with cherries on them. They might actually be very drawn to insects, especially. But again, the moth to a flame, it's like this person rushes in, okay? They're drawn to you, especially. But they rush in and they live life on the edge and they're like hustling and bustling and yeah. But I feel like this person may wear some really cool makeup, a lot of good eye makeup. But there's also a rebirth energy to this. So I feel like this person has a little ego death when they're with you. We've got the Tower at the bottom. Yeah, I think you kind of meeting you crumbles this person's foundations of how they see themselves and how they think they need to behave. And it softens them. Instead of like being so eager to fight and battle, this Knight energy becomes more of a charmer, okay? Becomes more of a let's go on a picnic type of energy instead of being so abrasive, I guess the word is. All right, how is this person going to make pile number 2 feel? How is this person going to make pile number 2 feel? Love, magic. I love that feel. How beautiful. This person is really going to put a spell on you, okay? Again, with the Halloween vibes, the hocus pocus vibes. I think you put a spell on each other. Love just radiates out of you. It's like when people see you guys together, they're like, oh, that makes sense. They're a good couple. They look like a good couple. Interesting. Again, with their like awareness, the eye, the all-seeing eye, this person may even follow you on social media. They may admit to actually like being a bit of a stalker of yours or like a super fan of yours in some way. I think they know more about you than perhaps you realize. But the balance that you bring to this person makes them just fall in love with you even more because you're helping them to build a softer foundation. And I also think that you're bringing them into the light, right? Because I feel like as they're rushing towards you, it's yellow. As they're getting a new perspective about you, it's yellow. But all the other cards are quite dark. When they're thinking about you, it's pink. When they're thinking about you, it's pink. The thing that they have with you that alchemizes, it's this purple spiritual awakening. Could be a very spiritual connection that you two have. Okay, the relationship between the two of you. We have change, card number 35. And the Thunder Moon, that very much reflects the Tower energy where it's like a little bit chaotic. I think this person's life is definitely busy, and the slowdown effect that it has to build a stable foundation with you. So this person may have spread their wings a lot, and again, especially being someone who like rushes into love and gets what they want. You may really stabilize this person and make them want to commit, okay? We have surrender. Yeah, they're surrendering to you, that's for sure, okay? I can definitely feel that. And that brings out more of their knight-like qualities in terms of romance instead of in terms of like battling, okay? Sovereignty. Yeah, Queen of the Moon. I think that this is that magic energy. This is that like Empress energy that they're seeing you in. They see you as the queen of all queens. They see you as very powerful. And they're inspired by your poise and, yes, by your depth and that you can see straight through them. Okay? I think that it's like you look in this person's eyes and you're like, are you okay? And that might be the first thing you say to this person. And they're just completely enamored by you because someone has slowed down enough to actually look them in the eye and check up on them instead of, you know, when someone's a party person, when someone's like the comedian of the room, not many people are going to sit that person down and go, are you okay? Because they're just the good time guy. Do you know what I mean? Or gal, whatever. Boundaries. Yeah, look at that. That's that 7 of Swords there. Wow. I think this person is super protective of you. Super protective. I feel like they're wanting to cloak you, okay? If they could, they would want to cloak you and protect you. They want to protect their sovereign, you know? They'd bow down to the queen. You stir this person's emotions in whole new ways. And yeah, very much a little ego death happening here. I love it. Oh, we didn't get some of these characteristics. Back the truck up. We have Hazel. Could be their eyes. It could be something that they're wearing. We have Natural. I'm going to take that. Hat. If it's a hat, it's like a purpley hat or it's a black cap is what I'm feeling. They could also wear a fedora, like one of those black fedoras. I just heard Peaky Blinders, so maybe that's important to you. Tall. Yeah, this person has a presence, that's for sure. I got that with the Emperor. Definitely with that vampire energy. It's like this person, they're very unique. I don't want to say the word emo, but I just get the feeling like I used to have friends like this when I was younger, and they were friends of my sisters. And they all wore like really long, really dark trench coats all the time. And like we live on the coast in Australia, so that was really interesting. Dramatic, yes, 100%. That was just their style, and I love that. It's actually very cool. It's kind of like band-like. There's a grunge kind of aesthetic to this person. But whatever their aesthetic is, they own it. Like, it's very much a part of them. And it's interesting how juxtaposed their darkness is with their lightness, okay? With the full energy and their comedic, like, timing. You wouldn't expect it, but it's one of those people that makes you fall in love with them so quickly because of that, like, polarity. One more. Red. Yeah. I think there's a lot of love between the two of you. They could be wearing red lipstick. They could have red hair. I just heard larrikin. Okay. I don't know why that's associated with red hair. They could have a red hat on, red clothes when you first meet them. Okay, let's get some advice here for pile number 2 with their next love. I want to meet this person. This person sounds like my kind of person, to be honest. All right. We have, sometimes no is the most loving response. Interesting. Look, you may not say yes to this person right away, and that's what might put this person in that limbo phase. And I did mention that just very briefly when that Hanged Muse first came out. So if you're not quite sure, sometimes that's the most loving response. But also, this might be a situation where this love blossoms as one of friendship first, okay? Dissolve all boundaries with love. Yeah. So whatever boundaries or doubts that you potentially have, that you think this person is just like a one of those people who's just going to go out and get themselves in trouble all the time with this like fighting energy, with the comedic energy, with this busyness. It does kind of give off like player kind of vibes just a little bit. But I do think that you'll be able to dissolve these boundaries if you want to with love, and especially with the fact that boundaries came up over here. I think this person is so protective of you, and they're not going to take the no lightly. You know, they're really going to keep trying and keep transforming. And that death energy is very much a transformative energy after they meet you, because you rock this person's world completely. All right, a couple more cards on here. Lead. Ooh, look at that rich energy. Yeah, this person is like definitely taking the lead on this situation. They're definitely taking the lead on this. That Emperor energy. Yeah. Caress. Yeah. And then they're going to be softer with you. Okay. So at first they have to be like this knight in shining armor, a creature of the night, get your attention, but they also have to have their little ego death so that they can be soft enough to embrace you and embrace all parts of you and your softness and your emotions, okay? And their own emotions. They have to meet you there. They have to meet you there. 1 or 2 more cards, please, Spirit, about pile number 2's next love. Pile number 2's next love. I'm going to take that. Gravity. Oof. Yeah, this person has to come back down to earth after this, like, complete disruption to their life that you are, okay? I think you ground this person. That busyness energy is grounded by your love, is grounded by your strong boundaries, grounded by your poise, your grace, and you really, your energy gives off this balance that this person wants to be around. And that's why they see you as an angel. That's why they see you as a queen. That's why there's magic and love here between the two of you. This is stunning. I love it. Please let me know if you feel like you've already met this person in the comments below. But thank you so much for being here. Take really good care of yourselves. Good luck with this, and I will see you in the next one. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. This is all about your next love, whether that is a friend, a situation, a relationship, that's completely up to you. You chose this beautiful angel card here, and it says, don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. Okay. There could be a choice here where you're deciding between one person and another person, and you're like, oh, well, this person is who my family would really like, or this is the person that my friends set me up with, or this is the person that makes sense on paper. But if you're really true to yourself, maybe it's this other person. Maybe it's this stranger that comes in like left field. Let's find out. Who is pile number 3's person in terms of their characteristics? Can you be as clear as possible, please, Spirit? Okay. We have the priest, the alchemist, the hermit, the judge, and the detective. Wow. Wow. Who is this person? Straight off the bat, I'm getting that this person is very much a thinker, an intellect. An intellectual, I should say. Smart one, Sam. I also feel like this person has a role of authority to some degree. Okay, so we have priest, facilitates a spiritual commitment, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Alchemist, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Hermit seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. They may work for themselves, it may work alone. We have detective, great powers of observation and intuition, desire to seek out the truth. And judge, very similar energy there, balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. They could be like in the force, is what I just heard. But they also could have this highly spiritual side, because this is like harsh in a way. It's like rule book, and then this is like the spiritual books. Okay, this is the person that also believes in a higher realm and a creator and a source greater than themselves. But I also think that they really understand their own self sovereignty. They understand their personal power. We have the moon. Again, with the hermit energy in the moon, it feels like this person is very happy to work alone. You might not find this person in a bar all the time. And I'd say it's either because they're busy growing their spiritual side or actually working at work. They could be someone who works at night as well. They could be a Cancer or Pisces. But I feel like there are things hidden from you about this person initially. They feel like a bit of a mystery, perhaps because they can't speak too much about what they do, okay? Or they're a mystery because of the things that they believe in, and that they might make those things prevalent quite early on. Can we get some more about pile number 3's next love? Tell us more about this person, please. Tell us more about pile number 3's next love. 7 of Cups. Yeah, decisions. 9 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like this person has, like they work at something that does feel like a bit of a mystery. Although I am picking up like a roadway there. They're very determined to grow their wealth. This person is very persistent. They're willing to see this through, okay? They kind of feel like the person who... just define what the 7 of Cups is doing here. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. I think this person is so focused on their finances that there's no worry about you... about this person having other choices in terms of relationships. It's just, is this person going to choose me today? Okay, there's a feeling that this person is so busy with what they're doing that they might not always be able to choose you. And that's why this moon energy could come across here, because it's like someone who works outside or works in the night, in the cold, could potentially leave you cold at night because you're hoping that this person is going to choose you, but in fact they're bound, right? They feel like they're responsible. They feel like they have to see something through to grow something to its level that it requires. So it could be that they have like a certain requirement of hours to meet in order to reach their bonus or their promotion or something like that. They could be actually working towards a promotion. We have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so this person has to find a balance between work and play to fit you into their life, but very much between like work is a big part of this person's how you might know this person, how they're coming across. You may actually work with this person, and that's why it may be secret with the moon energy there. It could be secret that you guys have to keep this on the down low in order to grow this into something where it could be more long term. Okay, this person, they could also be someone who looks quite grounded. So they might be very strong. They might have a very calm presence to them, a calm face, facial features. What else can I pick up about the way that they look? I think their eyes are very attractive. Their eyes tell a lot of what their voice perhaps cannot. I think they look at you with love and tenderness. But this person is definitely on some kind of spiritual mission to financially improve their life, to balance out what they feel they need to do in their life, okay, to be true to themselves. I also think that this person is going to find a way to be with you, okay, with this detective energy. It's like, out of something I will make nothing. And again, it feels like it could, if this is not someone who you meet at work, this could be a stranger, because it's like, I'm going to make something out of nothing. Is that alchemist energy? You just run into this person, there's a mystery to them. Maybe you meet online on an app, but there's just something that you can't draw this person out enough. You can't draw out exactly everything about them because they can't speak on it, and you can't draw them out to come and have fun with you until they're at a period within their career or in their business or whatever it is that they're working on, that it's growing enough that they feel that they're in a position to then find some balance. I just want to get a few more cards on that. I didn't do this for anyone else, but tell me about the 7 of materials and the 10 of materials. At what point? I just saw the 8 of Pentacles. So yeah, this person's working really hard. Like they could even be studying like the bar or something like that. Knight of Cups. I think this person, see, I was going to say this, but I just didn't feel it with the materials. With all this rose energy here, and then the Knight of Cups comes out, I think this person has a lot of like big feels for you. They do want to take you on romantic dates, but it's almost like, if you can bear with me until I find some balance, then you'll get all the flowers you could possibly want, right? You'll get all the love you could possibly want. And you've got the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I saw the 8 of Pentacles, there's the 7, there's the 10, there's the 2, there's the 9. Like, they're super independent. They do want to share with you more of their life. There's a family kind of wealth to this person as well. And with this Knight of Cups, this person does want to come forward with their cup of love. They do want to be in your presence. They do mean well. They could have tattoos. They could wear a fedora. They could be like very casually dressed. And so you could like wonder what they actually do. Again, they could be a student of something around law or law enforcement or something like that. Interesting. Let's keep going. How does this person make pile number 3 feel? How does this person make pile number 3 feel? I nearly forgot my characteristic cards again. How does this person make pile number 3 feel? You could even meet this person at, look at that, frustration, square peg, round hole. Okay. Look, just because the tarot is saying that this is your next love doesn't mean you have to accept it. And it doesn't mean that it's going to be bad the whole way. It could mean that if you're already engaging with someone like this and this is resonating, it could just mean that you have to have some patience. There is some, you know, decision making that, okay, on paper, this other person would look really good, but I'm actually really drawn to this person. I have more of a connection with this person. And so you don't have to have this sense of guilt. Also, if this person is kind of making you wait, and then you have a sense of frustration here, we come back to this message, which was for you on, you know, don't make this person feel guilty, make you feel guilty for wanting to kind of move on or live your life while they're busy doing whatever they're doing. Although I don't feel like they're coming across as that. I feel like they're very stable, very grounded kind of people. I think this person kind of makes you feel intimately frustrated as well with that red energy there. It's just like, oh, I just want to be in your arms, you know, I just want to be embraced by you. I know that together we would make this incredible magic. And that you have all this charm. This person does kind of give off the vibe of being hot and cold, but it's only because they're in and out, because that's all they can possibly give you for now. They may even be going through a legal battle themselves and trying to build up their wealth. I thought I saw something flip as a result. Death energy there. So it's a case of like something has to transform here in order for this to be an energy that makes you feel like there's a rebirth. Okay, something needs to be put to bed, needs to be put to an end. Yeah, interesting. What else is at play with this person? What else is at play with this person, please, Spirit? Opposition and balance. Yeah. Oh, very much I feel like this person now could be dealing with their own legal battle. And that's why they kind of have to keep things a little bit quiet. But I think this person realizes that you would bring them into balance. And they also understand that they want to be in balance for you. But there's like a mirror image here. Where maybe this is actually calling you to turn that frustration into alchemy of your own life. If this is really someone you want to, you know, work on this relationship with, or situationship, whatever that means to you, then you also need to do the work of alchemizing things in your own life, working on your own finances, balancing things out so you can meet them in the same kind of energy and transform this relationship. It could take a while for this to really get off the ground. But there is this energy of something being like long-standing here. We also have piercing. They could have piercing eyes. They could have piercings on their body. Hot, hot, hot. That's the Knight of Cups. Very good looking. And also with the moon energy, it's just someone who looks a little mysterious. Brown, that could be brown eyes, brown hair, maybe a brown uniform. Dramatic. Yeah, their life, I think, feels dramatic. But again, it could be something like that you're very drawn to about this person. They could have Scorpio kind of attractiveness to them. You know, that underlying watery energy, but there's also a toughness to this person where, you know, they would fight to the death, I guess you could say. And casual is coming up. That came out for a lot of people. Again, it could be, I said that before, could be casually dressed. Okay, let's keep going. While I was shuffling those other cards, my phone actually rang, so I don't take things as a coincidence. And my phone never rings. People message me, right? So it could be a feeling that this person feels like they might miss you or miss out on you because of how much they've got going on at the moment. What else is at play here, please, Spirit? What else is at play here? And this love between this person and pile number 3. What else is at play here? I tell you, the cards have been so specific lately. I love that though. You know it's for you. We have acceptance here with card number 4. So there is an acceptance about it is what it is until it is something different, okay, with the death energy. Here we go. Extremes. Yeah, hot and cold. Hot moon too. Interesting. It does feel like it's like when we're together, things are amazing, but that's only when I can get you out of the books or out of the house, or when I can catch you on the phone, or, you know, that kind of energy. 20 and beauty. They think you are absolutely stunning, but I think you also look good together. It feels like this person is like wanting to spoil you, wanting to help you to see how beautiful you are. We have surrender, card number 26, and that card number 4, acceptance. So there is a surrendering to what is testing, what is manifesting here, a surrender to the discipline that's required, on at least on this person's behalf, but potentially if you're, you know, being triggered by their life circumstances, then you could also be then focusing on that yourself. And there's a surrender to that. There's an acceptance of the divine timing at play here. I'm just going to change the battery. Yes, so something needs a recharge. It feels like at the end of the trial, okay? So a trial period, it's like a trial for this person. At the end of this trialing time, then if you remain true to yourself and you are true to each other, then this has the potential to be something beautiful and long-term. I am ready to receive love. Okay, I am ready. Even though you are ready right now, does that mean you stay with this person? Or do you accept what they can give for the time being, and then you give love back in terms of your patience, in terms of your persistence? Interesting energy here. There's a flipper, and my eyes will see what I desire. Yeah, look, I feel like you are very attracted to this person. They're very attracted to you. We've got the beauty card here, the extremes here. We have sweet energy. It's completely up to you, but this is a love, obviously. This is a reading all about love, but this is a love that obviously catches your attention and does challenge you in some way with this opposition kind of energy. Sometimes we are given challenges like this. Louder. I feel like that spirit actually saying that to me, to say to you. The message that I was just about to deliver. Sometimes we are given challenges like this so that we can get our, transform our love story. So our cycles that we've been living in, and alchemize something that wasn't working in the past, and where you were potentially made to feel like you were the one in the wrong in past relationships, to then having so much time and space between meetings with each other, but realizing that you still only want each other. There's a sense of like, I only have eyes for you. And I'm ready to receive love, like if and when you are ready to receive love. And it's not like, will you wait for me kind of energy. It's just that you're working on yourself. So you're loving yourself in the process. And this person does feel like someone who is loving you and wants to make that more long-term, and wants to make that more known with that Knight of Cups, wants to make it really obvious to you. But I also think they need to focus on what they're currently facing. This relationship needs to have a brand new day. It needs to have its day in the sun, okay? And at the moment with the Hermit, with all of this energy that is in the dark, the moon, even meeting up at night and that's all you kind of get, things need to get louder and sweeter in the daytime. Will you wait for this person? Is this something that you're experiencing now? Let me know in the comments below. Take really good care of yourselves, pile number 3. Good luck with all of this. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Pile number 4, this is your love reading. Welcome. You chose this beautiful image. It is very artistic. yeah, there's no body parts showing, so I should be able to just give you a little glimpse there. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Interesting. What are you dealing with here? There's the British accent back again. That came up in pile number 1. I don't know why. Were you drawn to pile number 1 as well? Transformation occurs through acceptance. It is what it is what it is, I just heard. Shapeshifter. Okay, okay. Don't shoot the messenger, but for some of you, I'm feeling that this could be someone coming back around, okay? If you don't want that, don't accept it. Don't come for me. It's not the be-all and end-all of the entire reading. Alchemist just came out in pile number 3 as well. Can you tell us more about this person for pile number 4? Their next love. Tell us about their next love. We also have Storyteller. Ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. I'm actually going to take that and that, but not the student because I didn't see it come out. Okay. We have Virgin and Teacher. Okay. So Shapeshifter, skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see potential in everything. This one's telling a story. Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. The Alchemist transforms base motives and goals into golden wisdom. And the Virgin maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. These 3 are all giving me... they do give teacher vibes. They also give very spiritual vibes. So does Shapeshifter, actually. Seeing the potential in everything. Storyteller. Look, they could actually be a journalist. They could be a novelist. They could be a singer and teach music on the side. Although I'm strongly getting something about science with the Alchemist and the Teacher and the Shapeshifter. It's like science or metaphysics or quantum physics. And perhaps they look quite virginal in terms of like, they look quite, how do I say it in a PC kind of way? Look, I was a big nerd at school, so I'm just going to say it. Maybe they look a little nerdy, you know, they've got the glasses. Maybe they've got kind of like a preppy kind of look to them, which is quite cute. But it's actually really stylish as well and is suitable for a learning environment. Yeah, cool. I kind of love this. I think this person has interesting things to say about whatever the topic is that they, you know, teach or that they learn, because we did have that student energy, but I didn't take it because I didn't see it until it like made itself known under this teacher. So it does give me the feeling that this person has studied this for some time to the point where now they've mastered it, they teach it. We've got the Fool, the Two of Wands, the Page of Voices. Interesting. It may shock you that this person actually takes a leap of faith towards you, and I feel like in your first meeting, this person would be saying, look, this is where I want to go. This is what I want to do. This is where we could go together. Would you travel with me? You know, they're really taking this leap of faith towards you, and they're actually like putting everything on the line pretty much straight away with the Page of Swords here. They're really saying what they mean what they say. They're very intellectual, so I don't think they would... And again, with the glasses, that kind of energy of someone who is buttoned up. That's exactly the look that I was thinking, right? With that. It's the kind of look that I kind of still wear sometimes as well. And people stop me and they're like, Sam, what are you wearing? Not everyone appreciates it, but I love a good buttoned up shirt. Honestly, I think it's a vibe. You know, and there's like the I can't even say it on YouTube because they're so sensitive, but there's a thing called a P bow that goes around the neck. My fashionistas would understand. And they're really quite like saucy. They're quite seductive looking tops. A blouse. And again, that person has it as well. Is this a blonde-haired woman? We have 2 blonde-haired women and we have 2 long black-haired women over here. And then we have 2 coiled hair types. Let's say that, coiled hair. We have a mix of different races showing up here, which I like because it means it could be anyone. The 9 of Pentacles. This person is an independent doer, okay? They're someone who gets things done, who looks after themselves. They could possibly live alone. That's possibly why they're giving off this good girl kind of vibe. Take the gender as energy, okay? 10 of Swords. I think this person may be feeling a little bit distressed by the fact that they live alone and they're so independent. Whereas some people might see it as like a good thing and a beautiful thing, and look at you like kicking goals and being a boss. I think this person is kind of distressed about it, or it does get them down because they feel like society has made them out to be like a spinster kind of energy, you know, like I'm at home with my 10 cats and I'm going to be alone forever, because that's just the life you've been given when you choose a role like this, or choose outfits like that, or choose to be like so enamored with your career or your, you know, what it is that you do here. Career's been coming up a lot for a lot of people. Interesting. 6 of Wands. There is something about this person that I do feel like they have a platform, okay? In some way, shape or form. Either it's in front of the camera as like a journalist, and that would explain their outfits as well. Or they have a platform, maybe a social media platform, or they're an author where they get recognition and they potentially have to speak in front of people, okay? Especially with the 10 of Voices, I think this person doesn't really enjoy the speaking part, but because they're so passionate about what they do, they just have to go along with it. It's just what they have to do. This is where you could meet this person. You could have similar interests and they could be the actual speaker at an event that you attend. I also think that this person, although they're comfortable on their own and they're capable on their own, they also want to be seen by someone. They want to be seen in love. They want to be seen and recognized for something other than their intellect. And I think this is why they're coming in so hot with this full energy and the 2 of Wands. Because I think they really want to shake up the idea that this is all that they're good for is their career, their intellect, or what they're already known for. And they want to make an impact. They want to be seen. They want to change this situation. They want to transform this situation. And it says transformation occurs through acceptance. And I think that yes, they accept what they do, but it doesn't mean, and they accept their situation, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to take a leap of faith when it's required. They could have just been waiting for you to come along. I really feel like for a lot of you, this is you, and you're looking at your own like self-love ability here, and you just maybe needed to come for, especially if you've just watched 2 piles. I just feel that you just maybe needed to come to realize, why would someone want to love me? And you just wanted me to gas you up a little bit. We have the 8 of Swords at the bottom. Yeah, you feel like your hands are tied for some reason when it comes to love. Let's get some more characteristics out here and we'll dive further. Okay, we have statement hair. Yeah, I mean, I was drawn to everyone's hair. So that's in there. There's a quirkiness to this person, I feel. Why did I just say that like a question? Look, I think this person surprises people with that shapeshifter energy. It's like, I'm not just the box that this world puts me in, and I want to show you that. I think this person may, because it's like something's coming through as like they're successful, but they also have haters because they're so successful. You know, they also have trolls because they're successful. You know, when you put yourself out there that much, and when you're that talented or when you're that knowledgeable, especially if you're trying to educate people on something that perhaps is kind of out of this world, is what I'm feeling. Then you're going to have people who are naysayers for sure, like everything. But this person has the courage to be disliked, I feel. Yeah, it gets to them a little bit with the 8 of Voices there, but I think that this person knows that they only get so many chances in life. And so when they meet you, I think they're very willing and ready to, I just heard shake, rattle, and roll. Okay. Flamboyant. Yeah, this person's so much more than what people perceive them. Make sure you remember that when you first meet this person, because I think you'll be able to pick up on that. You'll be able to pick up that there's something else to this person, something intriguing. You're going to want to get to know them a bit more. They're definitely going to want to get to know you. It's like you're standing around maybe after an event talking to this person, and there's other people in the same circle that you're talking in, but they're just speaking directly to you. That's the kind of energy that I get. There's a circle above this person's head, and then there's a vortex here, and then there's lights, like, you know, famous lights around this person's head. I just feel like I just heard flashing lights. Yeah, they're just very drawn to you. It's almost like they're bug-eyed at you, you know? Interesting. All right, youthful. I'm going to take that one as well. Accent. I started off with my little pommy accent. All right, how is this person going to make pile number 4 feel? How is this person, how is this next love going to make pile number 4 feel? Just because tarot is bringing up as your next love doesn't mean you need to accept it, by the way. Flow. Go with the flow, just go with the flow. I feel like this person is trying to like tell themselves to calm down. But I think this person makes sense to you. And then we have isolation. Yeah, like it's a pinpoint. Look at that. It feels like this person and you just like pinpoint each other across the room. You could probably barely see. There's like a little dot in the middle of that card. It's just a lot of space around you, but it all fades. It fades to nothing because you guys just see each other and you see this flamboyant other person that no one else sees. And I think that could be reversed, you know. You could really feel seen by this person, which is beautiful energy. Everyone wants to be seen by someone. I think because this person understands things that are outside of the world, they can see like the multi-levels of you and your onion layers. We have the path. Yeah, this person has a strong spiritual connection. I think that they may be, like there's a time traveling essence to this person. They may be someone who meditates or can, maybe they're speaking about meditation. Maybe they're speaking about like in DMT or something like that. There's just something where they go to another level. With this 8 energy as well, I just feel like this person has limitless potential, and I see limitless potential within this connection here. They're almost seeing it as like lofty though, right? They have these lofty ideals, and it's again the ladder showing up in the full card and then showing up in the card that I just placed over the top. It's like, okay, that's where I want to go. That's the person I want to be with. Now, how do I get there? How do we build a you know, a ladder? I feel like that's good communication is going to get us to this out of the night and into this, you know, honeymoon kind of period here. We have gratitude. This person's very grateful for meeting you no matter what happens between the two of you. I think there's a close friendship, a close bond. For some reason, I'm picking up that this could be 2 women. So only take that as it resonates, of course. Oh, I just picked up that this is kind of like how Glennon Doyle met her wife. And she's a novelist. Actually, so is the other lady as well, but she was an athlete too. So yeah, if this is feeling very similar to who you are, you might meet someone who's very similar. The void, yeah, I just get this feeling where everything fades to nothing. Nothing else matters. That's the card number 1 as well. So this is like magician kind of energy, dark moon within the space. And I think this person, there's something about this person that sees into space or sees beyond the norm, beyond the 3D, right? and they may take you to a place, you know, I'm seeing like there's a place in Australia where the moon landing was like blasted around the world. I don't know the word. My brain's gone to mush. In Australia called Parks, right? The Dish is a movie you might want to look up. It's amazing. I went there and it was pretty cool. Anyway, I'm getting the feeling that this person might like name a star after you, but also I'm getting that this person has the magician energy to turn something into nothing. They have everything within them to rewrite their story, right? To make a new story for you guys, to reinvent themselves. They just haven't been given a chance yet. And there's a trust that comes with this, and acceptance that comes with, okay, we're so much more than what society has labeled both of us. We realize that we only have eyes for each other, but there's this magician of like, well, what can we do? Limitless potential. I picked it up here with the 8 and then it's here with the 1. It's like limitless potential, limitless potential. Where to from here, right? Where to from here? The 2 of Wands straight away. And it's got the telescope, right? It's looking out into the future, the space, the what could be. When no one else is around, okay? When no one else is around. And the element of trust could possibly come into the fact that this person is seen by people on a platform as a certain stereotype of themselves. Interesting. One more. I feel like there's one more card here. Talking about pile 3's relationship with this person. Attraction. 44. If you want to look up that angel number, 44. Definite attraction. More spacey energy. More like, it's almost like you've watched this person on TV before, or there's something where you may already know about this person. I actually want to get one of these cards. Bear with me. Pile number 4. What else is at play here? What else is at play? What else is at play in this pile 4's next love? Home. I come home. Home is where. Very comforting energy that you get from this person. I mean, you could be in real estate. This person could be in real estate. You could buy a home together. You may just have like cute little home dates with each other. You may want to know a lot about each other's roots and history. I also feel like by the seaside is coming through here. And again, it gives the feeling of like your inner world is so much more than what other people see. It's just a facade, because we're talking about like home, like the literal home. And it's giving me like a threshold. Once you walk over the threshold, there's a whole void of what can transform here, because not many people get to see past that. In order to awaken to the world, in order to awaken the world to the light, I must not be afraid to shine. Stars energy, stars, galactic energy. It's beautiful. I must not be afraid to shine. Yeah, if this is like you, like this Glennon Doyle thing that came up before, if you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe just Google her. She can be quite polarizing. I know a lot of people, you know, feel differently about anyone that's in the public eye. But, you know, she was married to a man before she decided that she didn't want to be in that anymore. So there could be this coming out kind of energy is what I'm feeling. And that may be why there's the comfort of being at home together and doing things together. I just got also G-Flip and that Crizel, I don't know how to say her name, but just when I was thinking about other like same-sex relationships and home and real estate, that came up, and the musician kind of energy where someone's in the spotlight came through. So there's a lot of different references here. I don't want them to narrate the story for you. Pick and choose the parts that are meant for you. When I feel blocked, emotionally distressed, or overwhelmed, I turn to my breath. Breathe. Pile number 4, breathe. Go with the flow. Flow state. Remember your path. Remember your path is absolutely... Oh, mirror, mirror. This could be a twin flame energy. That's possibly why things are looking so similar or feeling so similar, if you're resonating with what I was picking up before. And ride. Yeah, go with the flow. Ride it out. Let's see what happens here. You know, I'm actually really keen to go on this whirlwind tour with you, okay? That it feels like, you know, because you're in the public eye or they're in the public eye or someone's got clout in some way, shape or form, that you may have to take this ride as well and trust that all will be well with this person. I feel like there's a few more here. Can I get one more message for pile number 4 in terms of this relationship? This love, I should say. Whatever that means to you. This love. We love love. Knight. Ooh, the void and knight. Yeah, this person is very, very attractive to you and you to them. I mean, them to you. Whichever. What did I just say? Very interesting energy. There's night sky is very important here. It's almost like you've both been wishing on a star for someone like you, like each other, to be out there. And if only I had someone that understood me. If only I had someone that, you know, wanted the same things as me. If only I had someone who would truly see me. It's like ride or die. I would ride or die for that kind of person. But there's a strong attraction that is undeniable between the two of you. It just may be hidden like in the darkness of night for some time until either the society can accept it or you guys just realize that your hands are no longer tied here and what everyone else has to say doesn't even matter. Okay? Wow. Good luck to you, pile number 4. Please let me know if you're already dealing with someone like this, if this sounds familiar in any way, shape or form. Take really good care of yourselves. Thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one.